Foreknowledge is often imagined as something mysterious, an almost supernatural ability to see what lies ahead. In reality, it emerges from understanding. More specifically, it arises when knowledge from many different fields is not just accumulated, but integrated. At the center of this integration lies philosophy, which acts as the discipline that connects, interprets, and gives meaning to all other forms of knowledge. Through this synthesis, philosophy enables a person to anticipate outcomes with greater clarity than others. Each field of knowledge offers a piece of the puzzle. Psychology and sociology reveal how people think and behave, exposing patterns driven by emotion, bias, and social influence. History shows that events, while never identical, tend to follow recognizable trajectories. Economics explains how incentives shape decisions, often making outcomes predictable when motivations are understood. Science and technology provide insight into cause and effect relationships within physical and engineered systems. On their own, these disciplines offer valuable but incomplete perspectives. Philosophy, however, brings these perspectives together. It asks deeper questions. What assumptions are we making? What patterns are truly consistent? What causes lead to what effects? Through logic and critical thinking, philosophy filters out noise, challenges false conclusions, and connects ideas across domains. It does not merely collect knowledge, it organizes it into a coherent framework. This integration is what transforms information into foresight. A person trained in philosophy does not look at events in isolation. Instead, they see how human behavior interacts with incentives, how historical patterns inform present conditions, and how systems respond to pressure. For example, when faced with a developing situation, they may simultaneously consider psychological reactions, economic consequences, and historical parallels. What appears complex and uncertain to others becomes structured and, to some extent, predictable. Moreover, philosophy cultivates the ability to think in terms of probabilities rather than certainties. It teaches intellectual humility, the recognition that knowledge is always incomplete, while still allowing for reasoned judgment. This balance is crucial. True foreknowledge is not about predicting exact outcomes, but about narrowing possibilities and identifying the most likely paths forward. Experience further strengthens this process. Over time, the philosophical habit of connecting ideas becomes intuitive. Patterns are recognized more quickly, and insights emerge with less conscious effort. What once required deliberate analysis begins to feel like instinct, though it is in fact the result of deeply integrated knowledge. In the end, foreknowledge is not the product of any single discipline. It is the result of synthesis, and philosophy is the tool that makes this synthesis possible. By uniting insights from psychology, sociology, history, economics, and science into a coherent way of thinking, philosophy transforms scattered knowledge into understanding, and understanding into the ability to see, with increasing clarity, what is likely to come next.